All right, there you see it right there. None other than the champions. And let's get ready to bring in some champions. First off, the champ is here. Coach, you got us? You got us? Oh, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. All right, Coach is gonna come back. I know we got some other champions as well coming in here in just a second. We're gonna bring in along with Coach. We're gonna have Nia Blocker, Katelynn Smith, Arayana Ladson, Kirk Dawkins. Just waiting on to see everybody in the back room. So if everybody's in the back room, make sure everybody's got their cameras turned on, and I'll go ahead and bring everybody into the show here in just a second. Let's see who we got here. Let me see. We got Coach. Coach, we got you?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, good deal. Right. Good deal. Coach, how we doing? Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Coach, it's let's see, we've completed the sweep. I don't know what's at the track and field cross country slam is complete. The cross country title, the indoor title, the outdoor title. And I love the way we did it in strong fashion. What are some of the emotions and thoughts on the way the outdoor season closed?
It was really good. I have to admit I was very, very pleased, grateful, thankful, especially the way we performed indoors for them to come back and actually fight, work hard for something that they said they wanted, and they actually put in the work to go get it. And that's what it's about. Putting in the hard work and then seeing it pay off. That means they know they can do that with other things in their lives.
Yeah, definitely. Go ahead, Kelvin. You got anything for Coach?
Yeah, Coach. On the women's side, you were with about 14 events left. We were down. And it was looking boy, we got a lot of work ahead of us then.
Don't believe the website stats. Don't believe the numbers. Don't believe the numbers. The numbers will lie to you if you look at them too long.
And then all of a sudden, all them sprints started hitting, and those performers started performing. Just talk about the meet itself and the challenge of having to, we really couldn't afford to lose any points those last 5-6 events. Kind of talk about that process and how the student athletes perform under that kind of pressure.
Well, knowing that the way the meet is set up, the finals are always on the last day. Mm-hmm. So for us, it wasn't a surprise. We knew where we were going to be at that point. And I had the saying with them, Saturday or that final day, we need to make the scoreboard light up like a slot machine. And that was the mindset, like, okay, the first day is the finals. There is no tomorrow without that day. Everybody do what you're supposed to do to get to the finals, and everything else take care of itself. So going in, it was like, okay, do what we need to do on Sunday, check that box, team meeting, did what you had to do, did what you did to get here. Tomorrow is the finals again. And once we knew going into the final day, which was Tuesday, we knew, okay, we're in a really good position. Now let's just close the door.
Coach, I got one more thing I want to ask that, you know, the last event on the women's side, we were where we needed to be, and so we had a team that they smoked the field. They just absolutely killed it. But they got it was I guess coming over in the lane too soon or something.
Yeah.
Kind of explain what happened on that one.
And I take blame for that because literally my assistant coach was like, "Why did you change?" And what I did, what my mindset was, okay, Naya had ran 100, 200, 4x1 that day. She usually she runs first. She ran first. So I said, okay, I'm going to put my quarter miler, my freshman quarter miler had only run the 400, put her first, and then put Naya second. That way, she's going to run the turn hard and everything else take care of itself. Well, she's not used to running second. So she broke at the cone, not realizing, but she had an eye on the young lady in front of her. So I'm going to get her. And she drifted down one lane and then broke after the cones.
Gotcha.
But again, I take full responsibility for that. I should have done a better job of explaining. And trust me, it won't happen again.
It's all good, Coach. We love that about you. We love that. All right, let's bring in some of your championship student athletes. Let's first start off and introduce the fastest woman in the SWAC, none other than Naya Blocker, the 100 and 200 meter champion. Naya, welcome back to the O&G StrikeZone.
Hi, guys.
All right.
Hey, Naya.
And then let's bring in a pair. They're working tag team here from a remote location. We've got Katelynn Smith, winner of the 400 meter hurdles, and then we've got Arayana Ladson, the 100 meter hurdle champion, as well as the high jump champion, long jump champion, excuse me, and also the most outstanding women's track performer. And then let's bring in, as Kelvin said, without a doubt, the baddest and most entertaining man on the track, none other than Kirk Dawkins. Welcome back to the O&G. What up, Rattlers? Congratulations to you all.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Let's start with Naya. Naya, you know, you went ahead and you did the double. You did the 2 on the indoor, you got the 2 in the outdoor. You officially laid the claim as the fastest woman in the SWAC. Talk a little about the what that feels like in the and being able to accomplish that double championship.
It feels great, you know, but I can't say that it's expected because I knew exactly what I needed to do and I trained hard for it and I just executed everything that I did in order to be where I am now.
Indoor, outdoor, is there what differences? And again, I know especially with the indoor, you're running 60 and not the 100. Any differences? I mean, as people are looking at you and looking at your speed and what you've accomplished this year, is there one event, or is there, I guess, one indoor, outdoor that you prefer, or are you like, hey, I'm a complete athlete at this point?
Honestly, I would prefer anything except for the 400. Yeah.
That's all right. This is a safe space, Naya. You can say that. It's all good.
Yeah. I like the 200. I would say my least favorite would probably be the 60, just because, as Coach G say, I'm a grandma, so it takes me a little longer to really get to my top speed. So I would say the 200 is my favorite.
Nice. Go ahead, Kelvin, if you had another question for Naya, or we want to keep going down the line, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I got a question for Naya. You not only did you have the individuals sports that you won, but you also was on the relays, and just talk about what it takes conditioning wise to be able to, you know, perform like that, and then on a last day, you know, all those points was needed, all those championships was needed. Just talk about, you know, the work and the grind of being in shape to be able to perform and run a run a event that you don't personally like?
For me, it's always just about not being selfish. So if I know that I have to do something and my coach, like, he's saying, oh, you need to do this, I'm just gonna have to, okay, so, yeah, it's just me.
Are you happy with, you know, you won last year also, but you've improved your times. You got some of the top times within the region and the nation. Are you kind of where you thought you would be in year two under Coach G?
Yes, honestly, yeah.
Okay.
And,
All
and
right.
notice, folks, year 2, just a sophomore. Represent Bainbridge, Georgia in the house. Year 2. Woo, boy.
Yeah, this team is actually pretty young, and that's what's exciting because we
Yeah.
only have 2 seniors.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that. All right. We'll come back in a second to you, Naya, but let's go over to the 2 young ladies that are on screen together there. We got Katelynn Smith and Arayana Ladson. Katelynn, winner of the, let me make sure I get it right here, the 400 hurdles, correct, Katelynn?
Yes, sir.
And just a sophomore from Raleigh, North Carolina, part of that great recruiting class Coach brought in. 2 great recruiting classes in a year, Coach. Congrats on that. And Hillsdale High School. And Katelynn. I'm sorry if I don't recall. How'd you do in the indoor season?
Indoor, honestly, I didn't place like how I wanted to, but I was able to get points for my team to help try to get a championship. My main goal was just to be, just to help my team because I'm not gonna lie, indoor is not really my thing, but I feel like I was able to cover ground and just have fun. So yeah.
And so when you got to the outdoor season, you just shined in the 400. I mean, that was a great race. Talk a little bit about just the preparation that went into it and crossing and winning that championship, finishing first.
Go ahead.
So a kind of a crazy story. I think right after indoor SWAC, I ended up getting a grade 2 hamstring strain. So I was out for the whole season. And I think about 2 weeks before SWAC outdoor, I went with coach and just started training here and there. I was also rehabbing a lot as well. But I didn't touch the track. I didn't run until 2 weeks before SWAC came. So during those 2 weeks, I was just training, making sure that I know what to do when it comes to SWAC. Mentally, I was good. Doing a lot of behind the scenes preparation for when I was ready to come back and, do what I had to do. And also just being around my team. The atmosphere was just incredible as well. Everybody was cheering me on at practice and saying, "Oh, you're back. You're gonna come back back better. You're gonna come back better than ever." So I would just say, just working hard and remembering what I want to do and my goals, working with Coach G, teammates, and everybody around me to come to SWAC and relax and just run and just be thankful that I was able to run with no injuries and have a healthy race.
Nice. Oh wow. See, I didn't know the backstory on that. So you
That's
probably
impressive.
impressive. You probably snuck up on a few people in the field that weren't really expecting you to do what you did.
Most definitely.
Nice. Go ahead. Any questions for Katelynn, Kelvin?
Yes, I was just wondering. This is your first year here at FAMU?
This is my second year.
This is your
She
second
won
year.
last
Okay.
year.
Okay. All right. So, uh, talk about your progression from last year to this year. I know you had the injury and which limited your outdoor participation. But again, development. Are you kind of where you thought you would be at this point? From last year in terms of your performance, and where do you go from here?
So I would say coming in running collegiate track, I didn't really know much, but being under Coach G's training really helped me shape who I am today with perseverance, working hard. I came to FAMU kind of soft a little bit, I won't lie, but during the practices and all that stuff really helped me go through the hardest workouts and training and seeing my progression. During last season, I was like dropping seconds every meet, being top three. It really boosted, my performance and also my confidence. So with all of that, I rolled that into this year. This year, I was focusing on becoming stronger. So fall training was really good. Indoor, it was good too, but got to conference and didn't do what I wanted to do. And then after I got injured, I made sure to do rehab and building my body from ground zero, basically. So it was going to the pool, making sure I do exercises, a little jogging here and there. So I would say after opening up, I'm in a good spot. I don't, of course, I want to see myself a little further with my times, but despite what has been going on, I feel like I'm in a good spot. I'm exceeding what I was kind of counting on, not running this year. So coming back and doing what I did and only being about a second off from my PR from last year was just amazing. So I feel like I got it in me to go 54, 53. I feel it in me. So we'll just see what's going to come for the future.
All right. That's what I'm talking about. Rack up the medals, too.
Yes, sir.
And then right there next to you is Arayana Ladson. Welcome to the O&G. The freshman. Where are you from, Arayana?
I'm from Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay, Baltimore, Maryland. True freshman. And the accolades. I'm just going to run down the list because we kind of did the numbers and showed it last week. First place in the 100-meter hurdles, first place in the long jump, second place in the 100 meters, second in the 200 meters. It was kind of, obviously, so you get the distinction of being the second fastest woman in the SWAC next to your teammate, which is pretty dope. And then you were part of the 4x100. And I did the math, Coach. And I don't know if you've had this, you probably have. You've been coaching for a while, but by my count, she was a part of 46 of those points, 46 points from those 5 events. An outstanding performance, Arayana. What was that experience like for you? Your first SWAC outdoor and to be able to do it on a big stage the way you did it?
It honestly was a great experience. It was kind of unexpected to do what I did. Like, like it was really unexpected, honestly. Especially with hurdles. For me, I didn't really have confidence in my hurdle races, indoor or during the outdoor season. I honestly wanted to quit hurdles, but when I got to SWAC, I just felt like I needed to put everything on the line. And during our team meeting, one of our coaches said, "Your mind is stronger than your body." So when I got on the line, I knew that hurdles was the most mental race that I had that, like, honestly takes a toll on me. So I continued to tell myself that, like, as they're saying, on your mark and stuff like that, and just happened. Like,
so modest. Go ahead, Kelvin.
Yeah, that many events, that many points, those many medals, that don't just happen. That's a testament to the coaching you get as well as the hard work that you put in. You had a really successful high school career also. What is it that you think what have you learned this track season, your first year running collegiate track? You racked up quite a few medals. This is your first year on the Coach G. Tell me 1 or 2 lessons you've learned.
A lesson I would learn is that, like, one bad race doesn't define you as an athlete at all. I used to have bad races and, like, just let it dwell on all the other races that I did good in during that meet or anything like that. So one bad race doesn't define you. You still have more to achieve in your life, and especially me as a freshman, I still have years to go with track. And another thing is, like, if you don't have the right mindset, you're not going to go anywhere in life without having, like, a strong mindset. And really, that's honestly it. Like, you have to be strong mentally and physically in order to achieve that much in life.
Very good. Two very good lessons.
Nice. We'll come back in just a second, but let me get over to Kirk. Kirk, welcome back to the O&G, man. It's good to have you back on the show as a champion, of course. How you doing?
Thanks for having us. Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on before you get started, Kirk. I'm disappointed, man. I didn't see no kisses being blown.
He was warned.
A little too much, huh, Coach? A little too much.
No, I mean it's just you don't want to give anyone any reason to take anything away from you. Some people don't. I mean, competing, it was worse than that, but now it's about sports.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Didn't take away from him though.
No, I got it. Kirk, 800, 1500. You did the thing again. The talk a little bit about now. You kind of employed the same strategy. Is that just that's just the strategy? You kind of lay back and then you surpass them in that last lap or two. I'm surprised no one else has gotten used to that yet. But just talk a little bit about the strategy and all that goes into that.
Okay, great question. So as it relates to the strategy, each strategy is, I would say, being brought out. It depends on how the race is going. So I don't really go into races with a set strategy. It's all about doing what is needed to get the win at the SWAC championship or any championships rather. So as it relates to the 1500 meters, in the heats, it was the winner of each heat plus the next 8 best times, I think. And what happened was, it was all about conserving energy. So coach told me that just go there, position yourself, and just get into the finals. I didn't win my heat in the 1500 meters, and a lot of the coaches in the SWAC, they were like, Mr. Dawkins, you can't do that. We're gonna get you this year. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. But we already knew the plan, what we had in the final, what we were gonna do in the finals to execute to get the gold medal. So coming to the finals now, I know that the athletes that I was going up against, they don't really have the foot speed that I possess as it relates to finishing. Because in practice, Coach G and Coach K, they implement a lot of speed work, as you can see. So it was all about positioning myself, staying in the top 3 so that I can strike at the right moment, and that's what I did. So the first 2 laps, I saw the guys got out. Victor Kibet, that was my competitor from Bethune-Cookman. He beat me at the UCF Nights invite. I think it was like a month ago. And we went back to the drawing board and we said, hey, better positioning. You won't get a chance to do that again at SWAC. And that's what we did.
And that was a PR for you. I'm just looking here. That was a PR for you in the 1500. Do you have and I apologize if I asked you this on the indoor level, but do you have a preference between the 15 and the 8, or are you like, I'm good with both?
Okay, so what happened was, the first year I came to FAMU, I kind of messed up. So Coach K, she loves the 800. That's her go-to. So what happened was, I went out in the first 2 laps of the 800 leading, and I think that I was taking like all of the pressure in my chest as it relates to pacing. So the guys left me in the last 200 meters of the race. And I saw the earlier Coach K face and Coach G, they were like, hey, what was that? So it was basically strategy. That's what diminished my performance at the 2024 Indoor Track and Field Championship. And we came back and we were like, hey, once you get the strength and the speed, there's no reason for you not to win the double. But the preference for me, I always tell my team that the 1500 is for you. And once I win the 1500 meters, so the 1500 meters for the team. That 10 points for the team. And once I win the 1500 meters, the 800 meters for me. So I take that one for me and Coach K and Coach G. That one is personally for me. Yeah. So I like the 800 meters more. That's my go-to.
I love that. Go ahead, Kelvin.
So I want to get into the strategy of running the 1500. You rely on your speed, as you say, in your kick, in the last lap, really the last 220 of the it was like, but how do you not talk about what you're doing in lap 1, 2, and 3 to not get caught inside so that you're in position to be able to get through a hole and be able to do that burst down the stretch?
Okay, great question. So as it relates to the 1500 meters, it's 3 3/4 of a lap as it relates to that. So what I tend to do is in my first 400 meters, or rather first 300 meters of the race, I always use that to feel out the pace, to see the effort that I need to possess to be in the right pace to strike, as I said earlier. So anything from 45 seconds to 47 seconds for the first 300 meters, I know that, hey, we're on a pace that's going to be somewhat quick of a time. And anything below that, as it relates to, or above that rather, as it relates to 48, 49, 50, that's basically running on a girl's pace for me. So I'm like, okay, we came through the first 300 meters. As I said, Victor led the pace, came through 45. And I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be somewhat quick of a time. And I just stayed poised, relaxed, not trying to take any pressure, not stiffing up my neck or anything of that sort. I just relaxed, breathing, and I'm like, I got 400 speed over my competitors in the 1500 meters. So I'm like, once I stay with them, no matter who it is, not trying to be cocky or anything, but you're not going to kick leave me at the end of the race. Once I can see you on the back stretch, you're not going to be able to kick left me as it relates to finishing in first position. So I just positioned myself top 3. Coach K, Coach G calling out the times 60, 61, 62, 64, and I came through 63, I think, for the first lap, and I was like, hey, this feels comfortable. And as it relates to that, I just positioned myself in the top 2. I saw the Texas Southern guy leading the pace. He started looking around. And once I see you start looking around, I know that, hey, you're feeling the burn. So I just positioned myself top 2 the second lap, and I just made my move on the 150 to go. And that's what claimed the goal in the 1500.
Well, I can tell you, man, I don't miss any of your races when I can watch it, man, because it's just something to see. You come from the middle of the pack, sometimes even farther, and to just run down the field, and not just run down the field, but create distance. Going away, and I saw that. I can't remember if it was the 1500 or the 800, but I saw you had to put a little more effort into it because it took a little more time to get through all the traffic in front of you.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
you really
it was
you
800 meters.
800. Okay.
The
Yeah.
800 is 1 hour. I think it's like an hour after the 1500 meter. So what happened is the guy, I went into the SWAC with the fastest time in the 800 meters. So I know that majority of the guys, they're not going to be so confident as it relates to leading out with a fast pace. Because they're going to be like, hey, you have the fastest time. If we make it fast, it's a 99.9% chance he's can stay with us and kick left us in the last few meters of the race. So I was anticipating a slow lap, the first 400 meters. For me, slow is like 54 seconds, 55, and somewhere of that sort. But the guy that led from UAPB, he came through 53.9. So that was pretty much close to what I anticipated. And as I said, I split 46 on the 400 meters. So I know that 46 seconds in comparison to a 53 seconds, that's like a 7-second or an 8-second difference. So that's pretty much comfortable for me as it relates to coming through the first lap. So seeing that they came 53.9, everyone was, they're looking to see where is Kirk. They're like, is he in a position to strike? Where is he? But I'm comfortable. So I came through, I was like, it's not needed to come through 52 or 53, seeing that I just finished the 1500. It's basically me just staying comfortable until I can strike at the moment, right? So the leader came through 53 and I came through like 55, so 2-second difference. And I know that I can close in like a 55 or better based on the work that we've done in practice, because Coach K and Coach G, they always try to get me at like 400-meter repeats or pacing through my 800, I always come to like 51 or better. Sometimes I even try to go like 48 or 49. So I know that 52 to 53, that's pretty much comfortable for me to strike at the end. And I saw at the 600 meters with 200 meters to go, I saw my competitor from Alabama State. He started looking around, swinging. So I was just like, hey, Kirk, just stay with him close, try to stay relaxed. And the straightaway, once you start to increase it, because it's a momentum thing. It's not just pressing the body, it's just momentum. Tapping, building up into the run to see that you can strike at the right time. So on the straightaway, I saw him looking around, swinging. Coach was like, hey, stay relaxed and just pump the arms. And I just relax my shoulders, drop my head, and swing my arms. And I saw that I was going to catch him. And mind you, he's my teammate from high school in Jamaica. So it was pretty much a friendly rivalry. Yeah.
Okay. Very cerebral. How you break that down, man? Even a layman can understand.
For sure. Hey, Coach, let me ask you, because one thing that I hear from these amazing young people is the mental game. Like, I mean, we often hear how champions, the difference between good and great and excellent is how well they master the mental game. What is it that you and your coaching staff do with them, or what is it that you have worked or trained with them on to help them be able to master the mental game? And I think all of them have kind of shown through just this conversation how important the mental game is, and even having to overcome maybe some of their own doubts or maybe fears or other things.
Well, I think as a staff, we all bring a different element. Like, for instance, Coach Thomas, when Arayana referenced what Coach Thomas said, he has over 40 years of coaching experience. So we all bring a different element, how we communicate with them. They'll tell you, if you can deal with me, you can probably make it through just about anything, because I'm hard. And I'm honest, but I'm hard. But I also want them to believe in themselves, and I care about them, because at the end of the day, when they've got to be prepared for life, and if I can help them, or we can help them not make one mistake that we made, then we're on the right track. So I come at them, we all come at them from a mental standpoint. We got sports psychologists. Some of them have taken the opportunity to speak to the sports psychologist, and I commend them on it, because it can't always come from us. They see us on a daily basis. They need a safe space to be able to get out some of the thoughts that they have, because this whole social media world has put them in a different place where sometimes they can't express themselves, how they're feeling, or the fears that they might have, because they're worried about what other people have to say. So I come at them from the stand. I say, hey, if they're not putting food in your mouth or money in your pocket, don't worry about it. But again, that's me. They hear that from me all the time. They need someone else to talk to. Coach Kinchin comes at it from a different standpoint. Coach Love is closer in age to them, so he can come at it from a different standpoint. Then Coach Thomas has his point. So they have 5, and then Coach Detweiler, he comes, so they have different people that they can talk to, but they all hear the same message. It's just a different way.
Gotcha. Okay. What is next? What is next? Because at this point now, we've had the conclusion of the SWAC. The NCAAs are approaching. I know some of our students and some of these young ladies and men have. I think they've qualified, but I don't know. Tell us what is next.
Yeah, the NCAA regional meet begins next Wednesday with the men competing first, and then the women start on Thursday. The list literally just came out. Looks like we have 12 have advanced, which last year we took 5.
Okay. Wow.
So now we're at 12, and the goal is to continue to just keep raising the bar. Excited about all of them have the opportunity to advance from this first round to the final round in Eugene, Oregon. All we have to do is do what we did to get to this point.
Are we breaking any news, or have you told? I mean, does everybody know who's going, or?
No, we literally just got the email. Coach Kinchin just sent me the email with the list of people on it. So
you feel like you want to break some news while we're here? I mean,
we're good.
Hey, go ahead, Coach. If you want to break some news, go ahead. Let's do it. We love it.
We're good. I didn't even go through it. I just saw it, and she's like, I think we're good. Let me make sure.
All right. See, this is what we love about the O&G. We get to break news. See, right here, fresh off the press. We're gonna find out who the 12 people are that are competing in the NCAA region. Look, everybody get a little closer to the screen. Look, ears perk up. I love it. That is awesome.
Hello?
Hold on, while Coach is doing that, I'm gonna come to one question for everybody. So I'm gonna give Coach a chance. I'm gonna come to Naya, Arayana, Katelynn, and Kirk. I want you to kind of maybe in a sentence or a word summarize the season for you.
Okay. All right.
So Naya, we're gonna start with you first. So, question for I'm gonna give you a second, Coach. I'm gonna ask the student athletes to summarize the year, either one word or a sentence, and then we're gonna come to you, Coach. All right, we'll start with Naya. Naya, go ahead.
Can I go last?
Oh boy. All right, you know what? You're right. No, I got you. We'll make the freshmen go first. So Arayana, you got to go first. So see, since you're the freshman, since you're the baby, you got to go first.
In one word, I would say roller coaster.
All right. That's not bad. Not bad. All right, Katelynn, since you're next to it, we got to make you go next.
I would say a sentence would be God is good. That's my sentence for the season.
Yeah.
I love that. All right. Kirk, since Naya's the fastest one, so she's the fastest woman in the SWAC, she gets to go last because we know she's going to be quick. So we're gonna come to you, Kirk. We're going to come to you.
My word is just unreal.
Unreal. Okay. Okay. All right. So now you had a chance to kind of think about it. What do you say?
I would say a word to describe. I feel like a word to describe all of our season would be prepared, because we've definitely been prepared with all them practices.
Nice. I love it. Prepared. Okay. All right. So now we giving that. How you think? You think of those words, Coach? It pretty sums it up pretty good.
Yeah, it sums it up and it sums up who they are. Each one of them, who they are.
Beautiful.
Kirk is who he is. He brings that unreal, and he brings that unreal to practice. Everything Katelynn has been through this season, she showed me that she grew. She became a true collegiate, a woman this season, because when she made it through and to stand up and do it, I tell anybody, I used to mess. You saw, you're a baby. I would call her a baby, and she showed me that she is no longer a baby. She's a woman. And already what she did as a freshman, man, please. I go in the alley with her any day. Nice. And Naya, that's my big baby. It is what it is. She get mad when I get on her. She get frustrated with me, but I know she gonna give me everything she got. And that's the thing about it.
Yeah.
This program is finally at a point where everyone gives everything they have. And that's what it's about.
Absolutely.
Wholeheartedly. They take care of each other, they support each other, and everyone is giving what they got. I'm proudest about that.
Love to hear that. All right. So let's kind of close it up, Coach. Let's go through. Are you prepared with the list and information?
Yeah, Katelynn said that. We're all going, all in.
There we go. All right.
We're all in.
Hey, Coach, where is the NCAA the regionals being held?
And UNF in Jacksonville.
Okay.
UNF in Jacksonville. We start. The men go Wednesday, Friday, and the women go Thursday, Saturday.
Okay. All right. You hear that, Rattler Nation? So Wednesday. Hold on. Let me look at the calendar. That's the 20. That's the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
28th. Yep. Okay. The 28th and the 30th.
And it'll be streaming as well. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's all right. So the 28th and 30th are the men. The 29th and 31st are the women.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And starts at 6 p.m. It's a night meet. So
perfect.
Give people time to get home from work and things of that nature. But if you can make
Kelvin,
it,
I might need to talk to somebody. Kelvin, we might need to do the show from. I'm calling this now. We might need to do the show from the track next Wednesday. How about that? We might need to work on that.
Well, I can't do Wednesday, but I might be in Jacksonville on Thursday, though.
All right. Well, maybe I'll be there Wednesday, and then I'll be remote, and everybody else will be there. I have to talk that out with our AD or some people. I might know somebody. We have to figure a way how to make that happen.
I can.
Coach, what's that? How you like that, ladies and gentlemen? How's that sound to you? You guys ready?
That sounds good.
Nice. Well, congratulations.
Hey, Coach, when is practice?
Tomorrow, 8 a.m.
Off tomorrow. We just got weights tomorrow, and then we right back at it on Friday.
Like, yes, no practice tomorrow. Oh man, gotta
right
love
now,
that.
it's about being smarter. I got to be working smarter, not harder right now.
Right.
I got you. All right. Well, Coach, is there anything that Rattler Nation can do? Kind of close it with you and say, is there anything that you need from us? Anything you need from Rattler Nation? Any support? What do we need to do? What do we need to do to help continue as you're out on the recruiting trail, as you're building champions? What do you need from Rattler Nation?
The same as always. You know where we are. Any financial help would be good, because again, what we were able to raise this year has allowed me to provide the dry needling, the massage, and the things that keep them healthy and where they are now. So whenever Rattler Nation donates to our foundation, just knowing that that's where it goes. It goes to make sure that they have what they need to be prepared to do what we were able to do, and Lord willing, be able to continue to do it. And if anyone is in the Jacksonville area and it's a good track meet, come on out, because we're going to give everything we got, and we're going to strike, and strike again.
All right.
Well said. I'm going to give you guys, Naya, Arayana, Katelynn, Kirk, I'm going to give you a last shout out. Anybody you want to shout out, anything that you want to, say on the way out the door? Start with you, Naya. Sorry, we're going to start with you this time. We're going to start down there.
I would just like to say, sorry, I get a little nervous.
That's all right.
But I would just like to say that I feel like I am overly prepared and I'm ready to shock the world.
All right.
Woo, I like that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Katelynn, Arayana, any shout outs that you want to give?
I just want to shout out my community and my village for supporting me throughout this whole season. And then also my parents. They're able to support me. They came to a couple meets, surprised me actually. So also seeing my family, that helped a lot too, because I'm kind of out of state. So I don't see them as much as I wanted to, but yeah.
Right. Raleigh, stand up. There you go.
I also want to shout out my teammates and Coach G as well. They all had a lot of belief in me as being a freshman and achieving all these things my freshman year. And I also want to shout out my mom. She also surprised me at some of the meets. And it just meant everything to me to see her support here or far. So, yeah.
All right. Shout out to Mom. Shout out to B More in the house. And Kirk, you got it, my man.
Yeah, so thank you. I want to shout out God first. I want to shout out my mom. I want to support my girlfriend. I want to shout out the doubters too, because without them, this couldn't be possible. Yeah.
I can't believe there are any more doubters. There can't be no more doubters. Well, hold on. Kirk will find one. That's all right. There's somebody out there that doubts you, Kirk. So that's all right. Keep using that as motivation. Hey, well,
I just want to say real quick, very proud of Coach and the entire team and staff. We appreciate you and how you represent Florida A&M, and again, congratulations.
Thank you.
And keep going.
Yeah, definitely. Keep going. And to all of you, anytime, any place, anytime you guys want to come on to O&G, whether you want to chop it up, it doesn't have to be about track. It can be about whatever. You got a home right here. And we look forward to talking to you many more times, whether it be indoor season, outdoor season, in between season. You guys got a home right here. So we appreciate you guys coming on the show, and we wish you the best of luck. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we look forward to seeing you guys shock the world, as Naya said, when y'all get up to Jacksonville. All right?
Thank you.
Things
All right.
up.
Things up.
Exactly. Things up, everybody. Thank you, Coach. We're going to take